Well then, it's been a little while, I would say. I don't know. Has it been a year? Yeah, I think it's actually been an entire year. So welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a good, uh, rather, at least for me, a rather extended vacation since the last time I streamed anything. Yeah, so just been away, relaxing for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so we're just gonna try to get back up to speed here on F1 2017. Hopefully, this will be a decent little test race here that Jan, Mr. ACR Failure 3, has organized for us today. And obviously we got Tino, ACR Temp, and ACR Nobody as well in here with us today, so hopefully we can get some decent amount of data, and we can actually go over that here, probably at the conclusion of the social race today. So in case anyone is wondering, though, this is not the actual AOR league race. That will be tomorrow at this exact same time, which I'm sure it will be even crazier, as always, when it comes down to stupid qualifying times. I'm sure there's going to be people doing like 1:15 15s, or at least I think one person that will probably do that. Our goal is just to try to do something decent, get a good start, and yeah, just see if we can get a top 5, maybe get a podium, depending on how things go. With the quality of the field now that's on the PC split one side, honestly, there's really no realistic way going into every race that you really feel like you'll be able to win. So we just have to take everything with sort of a pinch of salt, and just hope that sort of the good luck that we've had since the first couple races of the season can actually carry over into the second half. Alright, so we got 19 out of 20 drivers, just waiting on, I guess, one more person to join in. Not sure who that is. So obviously this is a mixture of talent here in this. It's not an open lobby, but it's a sort of a general invite only lobby, as they call AOR social race. So we're just going to use this as hopefully a good amount of practice for the race tomorrow. Oh, so non-runner did actually sign up then in the Renault. So in terms of drivers that are in here in the top split, we have Failure, Temp, who is sort of co-championship leader, but not really, because technically he's tied on points, but he wouldn't really win the championship if it ended, you know, at the mid-season break. Can't be worse than Temp's. Oh yeah. Gotcha. I appreciate that. Mr. Ross, ACR Nobody. Yeah, I mean, I hope the stream and everything is actually going to run smooth. My internet's been kind of acting up or something recently. So we do have 20 drivers now. So yeah, just to continue the guys that have that are in the F1 league, got Failure, Temp, Non-Runner, Nobody, Kalon, me, Slick. So I mean, it's a pretty good amount of us in here. None of the esports guys are with us here for this practice race today, but still gonna have hopefully a fairly competitive race. 35 laps around here. even though this is one of the shorter circuits, the pit lane is not quite quick enough in order to be able to go out 3 times in quali, so picking the qualifying tires really doesn't matter here online. Oh, what's up, DeWald? Thanks for tuning in, sir. Yeah, to be honest with you, this was sort of a kind of a last second thought anyways. And we've lost attainable before the qualifying session has even started, so I'm not exactly sure what Failure will do. Maybe we'll get a reset, who knows. I'm going to load the setup though and just go out and actually maybe do a lap or something, even if there is a reset, just to kind of get a feel for things. Haven't really done any online practice in a couple of days, and
right, I'll get these changes made.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to try to get used to things here. Looks like Detainable has joined back, but I'm gonna guess he's not gonna be able to actually partake in the session, but we'll see. So going out with a bit more fuel than I normally would, but just want to have enough fuel to be able to get 2 runs in, just in case I screw up the first lap or something interesting happens. So I think the goal for today is probably try to do a 116 on the second run. Pretty much running the same setup as what the top guy's running, but the practice I did before the break and the little bit of running I did after the break, pace is just not quite looking there in terms of being able to actually compete right at the top end for tomorrow's race. But you never know, there might be some rain thrown up in front of us and could completely change the complexion of that race. We have a clear session here for today, which I'm glad they have elected to do that, just so we can get some sort of a baseline in. Getting some ridiculous screen freezing and lag spikes out of turn 4. Absolutely horrific first lap. It's already useless. Quite a lot of stuttering going on. Hopefully that is enough to knock off the rust, and when we go back out here for the second run, have a chance to actually do a much better lap time. Tell you what, compared to playing R Factor 2, this is completely alien. So Temp just ran 2 laps back to back and improved with a 16.6. Interesting. Guessing he's probably going to go for kind of the safer race strategy, which is going to the medium tire. Hit the wall. To be honest with you, it wouldn't really surprise me if did that at some point. Probably should have actually been on doing a bit of practice before this race today, but I did sign up to it yesterday. I just couldn't be bothered to really do any warm-up laps at all. So it's just kind of hopefully the pace and everything will just ramp up throughout the race. But definitely a lot of stuttering and whatnot there on that first lap. Pretty off-putting in combination with me being rather crap unless I get a few laps under my belt before going into these races. Alright, so probably will be beneficial to have enough fuel to do another 2-lap run. So I think we'll sit here for about a minute or two and then just go back out towards the end of the session, make sure the track is at its peak point. Oh, nice lap from Failure there, 16.7. See, I really should probably have been on doing some laps, but oh well. Hopefully we can get a decent enough lap in on the second run just to be able to start ahead of everybody that's not in F1.
5 minutes remaining in the session.
Alright, gonna go ahead and head out now. Hopefully have enough time to do 2 laps here, if we need to. If we get at least a decent lap on the first one, then we'll probably just nurse it back around. Big improvement there, but unfortunately traffic in front of us is too slow. I wouldn't have had enough fuel anyways to actually do another lap. It's a slightly better lap, but yeah, still quite a good ways off the pace. But I am sort of starting to get back into it, as temp is just doing some ridiculous lap times. So just going to cruise back to the pits just so we start on best tires we can. I was hoping to at least do a 16 here, kind of the first session back in. I had a couple mistakes on that lap, and yeah, still just trying to get warmed back up into playing this game. Looks like I've been knocked back to 5th, so I think we're probably going to be the lowest starting of the F1 guys. Hopefully nobody not in F1 is in front of us, but if they did, then kudos to them. Alright, so yeah, it was all super close. I mean, non-runner 16, 962, Kalon 987, Slick 988, and me on a 030. Ross only with a 17.3. It's a bit surprising from him. So yeah, I mean, all we had to do there was actually go a 10th faster, and we would have been 3rd place on the grid. Nice, Ross. No delta glitch, and that put me off. I think I had that no delta glitch as well. Yeah, the whole lobby for me is just like super stuttery and laggy and everything. So, anyways, we're all pretty much a mile off a temp. But I'm, you know, hoping I can do like a mid-16 tomorrow. That'll be kind of the goal. So definitely some work to do before the league race tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow night, depending on wherever you are in the world right now. Alright, so we're gonna put a little bit of extra fuel in the car just to have it to burn. 35 laps, so I'm thinking 38 on fuel. That should be alright. Alright, so at least my personal goal for this is to actually try to make a super soft to soft tire strategy actually work. The game doesn't even allow you to select that because it doesn't believe that you can do it, but I believe from watching various other YouTubers and other leagues, I think it is possible, so might have to pray for the tires not to explode. Let's see if we can actually make it around the first lap here without too much incident. And we have guys from behind doing stupid dive bombs. I think the Ferrari behind us might have just completely lost it. Definitely quite a lot of stuttering and lagging going on here in this lobby. Oh God. Distracted by that. And I'm pretty certain the game is running at like 200 FPS, but it is just very, very stuttery.
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Wow. Good slam dunk from Codemasters right there. But you can cut the hell out of that chicane. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if some of the guys in front of me already have a couple of warnings or a penalty too. The rate I'm going, I'm probably going to end up getting at least 3 or 4 penalties. One warning away from penalty number 2. And non-runner and failure. Have come together there at turn 3.
Caution, caution.
Still no DRS on slick. Pretty much right on the precipice though. Alright. Getting within that 1 second. That dream is pretty much going away now. Tire performance is really dropping off. But yeah, you can get away with that and not get a corner cut for it. Nice one, Codemasters. I guess that is true, DeWald. Yeah, we're still sitting right on the edge of getting a second one, though. Just getting a lot of understeer at high speed. So I'm going to guess that temp is probably going to pit at the end of this lap here.
Much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
We're going to carry on though for a few more laps. Wow, there's just nothing left in the rear tires at all.
We're approaching the pit window.
Oh, temp is staying out.
Softs.
Maybe he's also going to try to do the super soft to soft strategy. Car's definitely going to be really treacherous to drive though for another couple laps. Holy crap.
Yellow flag. Green flag. We've been awarded
And
a penalty, but
there we
can't
go.
start finishing time at the end of the race.
At least the 2 warning monkey is off our back. So we don't have to worry about not running wide. Other guys are pitting, so I'm just going to follow them in. Tire performance is just too bad. Alright, so now we got to try to carry these soft tires here to the end of the race.
Exit now.
Alright, looks like Slick has the same strategy.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Yeah, Hungary was definitely a point of contention, wasn't it, for track limits the last couple of years. And if anything, that was like a bit of an overreaction. I was kind of expecting... I had a lot of understeer mid-corner, and then on exit, I was sort of like just correcting a slide that was essentially nothing, and just ran off track, and I lifted off the throttle too. And yet for some reason it was like, nope, still penalty. But yeah, you can just murder the living hell out of that chicane and just go flying off the track. Probably gain half a second there, easily. Slick making a move on Hayden, who's on the soft tires. Or no, it's detainable. Never mind, Hayden was in the pits. It's detainable, is still out on a set of supers. Oh yeah, that's right, he didn't get to participate in qualifying, so I guess he's just gonna run the super softs into the ground. I think he came into the pits. Alright, let's see what kind of a lap time we can do here. $19.9. So yeah, still a couple of tenths off of what Temp just did. Great, so somebody just took out the 100-meter board. Oof. Really close on the exit of 4 there. What in the fucking world is this guy doing? It's like trying to freaking lap an AI car at that point. Alright, so Slick is just completely running away from us. I'm just in no man's land at this point. God. Yeah, that's probably what it was, DeWald. I'm gonna guess Slick probably had some fuel to use after the stop, whereas I pretty much just stupidly used all of it in the first stint just to try to stay with everybody ahead. Definitely gonna have to make some setup changes for the race tomorrow. Car is just not stable at all. Using my own setup. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that just goes and grabs something off the time trial leaderboard and uses it. Yeah, I'm pretty certain they let you get away with cutting the inside of turn 4. Just marginally, however. Yeah, it's just a combination of me driving poorly, along with him probably also having some fuel to burn.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Non-runner is catching me a couple of tenths every lap. If he has any more fuel as well to burn, I'm sure he'll probably catch me by the end of the race. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same, Ross. Oh god. Distracted as hell inside that fucking Force India. Somebody frickin' leaves the session. Like, what is the game thing is the smartest thing to do? No, not pull the car over, but let's just have them drive around. Right in the middle of the racing line all the time.
Pit window is open. The pit window is open. You need to pit in this lap.
No, I think I'm definitely going to have to overfuel the car tomorrow because only starting with a couple laps of fuel and then burning it all in the first third of the race is not very smart. I mean, I'm sure carrying the heavier fuel load at the beginning won't be beneficial, but we're only doing probably 12 laps or something at the beginning of the race. Yeah, I have a feeling it. Definitely know it's going to be close on tire deg. To be able to make this strategy work, you just have to rely on Codemasters to not give you a puncture. So you actually burn fuel in standard mix around this circuit. Something to sort of take note of. So definitely have to either run with a lot of extra fuel tomorrow, or just save the fuel until the second stint.
Green flag, we're racing again.
Just gonna run the rest of this lap and lean to try to get back on target. Yeah, pace is just a lot slower. About a half a second off of what I probably need to be doing every lap. Which, I mean, if I had enough fuel to run in rich mix, then that might have actually been several tenths of that half a second, if not all half a second. Yeah. So you burn probably about 0.05 liters a lap running around here, even in standard mix.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Wow, seriously. Every other circuit, if you do that, and you know you're going to run wide, and then you just lift so that you don't actually carry speed off the corner, the detection system is either weak enough or intelligent enough not to give you a warning, because it kind of realizes that you're not just trying to go full throttle off track. But yeah, turn 4, man. So bad. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of blisters. Tire pressure is only on like 78% as well. Yeah, I really hope this isn't the race that we have tomorrow. I mean, if I'm sitting here running in P3, driving like complete crap, then yeah, I'd take that no problem at all, but don't think that's gonna happen unless, okay, whatever, unless like freaking 10 guys take each other out at the first corner tomorrow. It's penalty number 3. So we pretty much have to hope that non-runner has at least 2. Yeah, already at freaking 66 on the left front. Nope. Add another warning to the collection.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Pitted at the end of lap 12. Alright, well there's no way in the world we could possibly drive worse tomorrow. Appreciate the follow on Twitch, Jericho. Everybody that's still tuned in, we'll have the actual PC Split 1, the AOR League race tomorrow night. Don't think we'll be finishing in P3 or P4 there, But you never know, stranger things have happened. I might be able to get my act together by tomorrow and be somewhat competitive. But at the moment, not looking too positive. We just gotta pray that this left front tire doesn't explode on the final lap. And temp won by essentially an entire sector over us. He had some, definitely had some pretty good pace, although I will say Slick was probably catching him towards the end. Slick was very fast in this race here today. And we'll probably be finishing behind on Runner. Oh, I guess maybe not. I think he had, okay, so we still finished 1 second ahead. Gotta say, doing a 35 lap race around there, pretty much with nothing happening after the first lap, not the most exciting thing in the world. So everybody who stayed around, I appreciate it. Everybody who followed on Twitch. Hopefully tomorrow's race in the actual league race will be much more exciting than this. Hopefully I'll actually be able to get a good result in that one too. Yeah, I have a feeling that I haven't actually gotten a single corner cut penalty the entire season so far in AOR. I think this is probably going to be the track that'll be probably the hardest. So I had 9 seconds. Okay, so Tim did have 10 seconds, or same thing. So he had 9 seconds. So really he actually beat Slick by, I don't even know. I can't even math at the moment. Not gonna happen. I guess 13, 10, I don't know. But yeah, so pace-wise, definitely nowhere near as good as I was hoping, but I will go back to the drawing board, try some different setup things, and yeah, just see if we can get ourselves into a better position for the league race tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys stopping in, and I really do hope that you tune in tomorrow for the AOR Split 1 League race. We got Brendan Lee, we have Sven Zerner, we got Fabrizio Donoso, we got Isaac Price. We have quite a few people that are in the PC Split 1 League. Then we got like 7 or 8 of the esports guys. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow.